There's a speed zone ahead, but alright. I don't see a cop inside. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. All right, everybody. Hey, welcome back. Hey, this is Ed with Redneckanize Radio. Be sure to check out our website, redneckanize.com. And don't forget to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate everybody doing that. We're also on YouTube Live and we're on Facebook Live. And we enjoy everybody listening along or watching along on those. If you want to call in and talk to me, I got 516-387-1733. We're just kicking back into talking about getting ready for the truck show, life on the road, things like that. And, what everybody do this weekend. We had a big time this weekend. Lots going on down here in South Texas. We had some nice weather. It was New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. It was really nice, really nice. Today got really windy, really cold, really fast, and then tonight's going to be even colder. So, but this Friday and Saturday was really nice. Actually, during the week, last week was all really nice. In fact, I ride almost every day because of the weather so nice. When it's cold like this, of course you don't want to get out, but I ride every day. And I went out riding Thursday, and I went out riding a little bit Friday, and then Saturday we had a ride. Let me see if I can pull it back up to where I was here. Probably can't on this one. It was a memorial run that's been going on for over 20 years. I didn't realize it until I checked it out, but it was there we go. Pull it up right here. But it was based out here down in Corpus Christi. It's been going on for a while now, and it's a memorial run remembering all the fallen motorcycle riders out there. And lots happens, with motorcycles. It's of course a lot of people think they're real dangerous, and that's it's a I don't know. It's one of those things where it might be a dangerous hobby. I don't know if people consider it to be dangerous. It's just something that it's just like everything else. It's just like any kind of like activity, playing football or whatever. If you don't do it, things happen. And we're not going to give up on it just because it's one of those things you love what you do and you love doing it, and you love riding, and it's something about it makes you feel good. So we always want to keep everybody out there doing it, and it's fun. And it's one of those things where I think I've made more friends here in the last 2 or 3 days than I have, in the last 6 months because of these rides going along. And you just meet fantastic people, that, they'll give you the shirt off their back. They'll buy you they'll spend their last dollars buying you dinner, whatever. It's amazing, these great people you meet. And we met some great people here on Saturday, that the run that was sponsored there, it happened at a little local bar called Clubhouse 7, which I've never been to, and they were doing a great job, and they had prizes and everything. We showed up there, and they just had donations from a bunch of different people, and it was just a lot of fun. And I was going to get this thing pulled up so I can actually read what, but it's not on here. What did I do? I messed up. I know what I did. Anyway, but yeah, it was just a great event that was put on by this one guy. I want to get it right here. Let me find this deal. I didn't want to put it up. I had it pulled up, and then I took it off to get something else, and then I can't get it back. But what did I do with it? Here it is. Okay, so New Year's Day, it's been going on for over 20 years. Every New Year's Day, it's Jimmy Carlock Memorial Run. Now, Jimmy Carlock, he started this over 20 years ago, and of course he's since passed away, and his family still puts it on in his honor, and it's just a memorial run remembering all the fallen motorcycle riders. And it says to remember our fallen friends, and of course we show up and we ride. We rode around the bay. So if you pull up the map of Corpus Christi Bay, we pretty much just rode the road all the way around, took the ferry across and everything, and made several stops along the way to different sponsors and everything, and then you meet people. And it's kind of like a memorial, like even it's down at the very bottom of the flyer here. It says let's all who show up remember our fallen bikers and soldiers. So there you go. So it was just a lot of fun meeting great people. The people that I met were great, and then it brings along with all these other rides that have gone on here in the last course during Christmas and holidays and all that. It brought up a lot of different people that were doing that, where different organizations were having different rides, and of course Toys for Tots, it's always a big one and everything. And then this other group, it's a foundation that got started, and it's called Biker Lives Matter. And I met the guy at a Toys for Tots little giveaway rally they had for a little restaurant that was given away. And of course he did have his own Toys for Tots run, and it's a Biker Lives Matter. There's a group on Facebook. We'll share that to our website and our Facebook page as well. And you guys can go check it out. It's a Facebook group in there, and they've got a lot of interesting videos, and of course it's just communication and camaraderie between bikers. The people that ride. And when I know that a lot of people out there that don't ride and they hear the term biker, they immediately think of Sons of Anarchy, and that's not what it is. That's those guys are motorcycle clubs, and that's different. And of course, you've got several different. I mean, it's amazing to me. I didn't know that much about it either. And there's a lot of motorcycle clubs that have, connections to what you would consider to be, Sons of Anarchy, quote unquote, whatever. But most of them are all just charity based, where they take a lot of donations and they donate a lot of their time and they give a lot to the local community. One here locally a couple of years ago, a kid was being bullied by some people at his school, and so the bikers showed up and escorted the kid to school. It's because his mom kind of put it on Facebook and it went viral, made the news, and then next thing you know, the biker showed up to make sure the kid didn't get beat up while he's at school. So things like that. That's what happens when you think of bikers. That's kind of stuff. So the cool thing about this one here, I met these guys and they got great stickers. I got a couple of their stickers right there. You can check them out. They're really cool. And we're going to be, hopefully I'm going to get some more. And when we come to the truck show, we're going to be bringing them out and all that. So we're looking forward to doing more stuff with these guys. And it's one of those things. When we came out with our logo, with our Redneckanize, you guys can see that on our camera here, with our Redneckanize logo, with the skull, with the trucker hat on. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's awesome! That's awesome!" And of course we sold T-shirts and stickers and all kinds of stuff. These guys are the same way. Come up with a cool logo, with Biker Lives Matter, and it was so it was a great thing. We really enjoyed talking to these guys. So they even had an event for Toys for Tots back in December, and it did a lot of cool things. They had tournaments what they did is they had a ride. And then they finished the ride at a local restaurant. And of course, at the restaurant, they had prizes and tournaments. They had a cornhole tournament, all kinds of cool stuff. So it was a big deal. So this Biker Lives Matter was started by Gerald Palmer. And he did it in honor of his son. His son is Gerald Dylan Palmer. Am I saying that right? I think so. I think that's what it says. It's blurry on my picture that I'm looking at. But it's in honor of his son, Gerald Dylan Palmer. Now I remember this young man actually was struck by a vehicle just down the street from where I live, and of course that was unfortunately he passed away. But his father is avid rider. His family is all about riding, and of course it's all about GDP. That's what it says right there at the bottom. If you can see it on my YouTube Live and Facebook Live, at the bottom it says GDP. That's Gerald Dylan Palmer, and he was a very skilled rider, but and his dad, he came up with this, and it was an honor for me to be able to meet him and talk with him about it. And of course, he's been great as spreading the word about Biker Lives Matter, and it's just an awesome deal. We can't be so excited that I got to meet him, and it was an honor to do that. And I'm going to keep spreading the word about it because it's the same way. Biker Lives Matter, and what it is what we as truck drivers talk about being seen and seeing and being seen, and what we have to recognize as bikers is that you're not always seen. They don't see you. Cars don't see you. They pull out in front of you. They'll change lanes without even noticing you're there because they don't see you. And it's one of those things where you can even look right at them, and they'll look right at you, and then they just do it because they just totally just phase it out. And we even did that in the school, the class that you take to get the endorsement for the motorcycle endorsement on your license. The instructor even says the bike is right there. You can see it. You just look right past it because it's so small that you're not even paying attention to the small things. You're paying attention to the bigger things. Sometimes they showed a picture of a big truck right directly behind a motorcycle, and the motorcycle's sitting there in front of the big truck at the red light, but nobody even notices that there's a lot of people in the class didn't even notice that there was a motorcycle in front of the big truck. They just saw the big truck, and that's kind of how things are. So we have to be seen, and more, just as much as seeing, you have to be seen, and we just want to stress the people out there driving in their cars to, just because it's not a car doesn't mean that it's not there, because that's what it's all about. So we're going to keep getting the word out on that stuff. And truckers out there, there's a lot of truckers. We're out here. We drive to live, but we live to ride. So because riding is it's addictive. I tell you what, I haven't been doing it that long, and I do it every day. Everybody knows one of our other founders, Greg. He's up in Ohio, and he loves riding. He's ridden for years and years, but he can't ride all the time because he lives up in Ohio. Snow on the ground. So the roads are all iced up. So it's they put the bikes up for the winter, and I was just sharing some pictures of us riding, and he got on the Facebook, and he's like, "Man, I'm jealous," and it's like, yeah, well, riding, it's a year round down here in South Texas, so we really love it, and we love, as truckers, we want bikers to get on the road and enjoy it just like everybody else, and because we're out there with you. If I think we need to come up with some kind of bumper sticker to put, or some kind of sticker to put on the side of the truck. And it's like, if I didn't have to be driving, I'd be riding. So because we all love to do it. We, like I said, we drive to live and live to ride. So. And don't forget to go subscribe to our YouTube channel over there. We're really excited about that. It's growing really fast for us. We're really excited about the videos we put out. We got some videos over there talking about how to drive around big trucks and all that. And, we might even see about getting some videos about riding around motorcycles as well. We want to try to get that out there, the information. And, coming from you see a lot of videos about stuff like that. And sometimes they get all technical, or they want to just approach everything by the book. And we're just kind of like giving more common sense, perspective from the people that actually go out there and do it every day, and especially truck drivers, because we always taught in truck driving school, and even when you're taking lessons from grandpa or your uncle or whatever, trying to learn how to drive a big truck, they're always talking about the important thing is to be seen, and seeing around you, and then of course being seen by others. And of course we all see that all the time. Truck drivers, we're a big truck going down the highway and they don't even see us. So just imagine what it goes through with motorcycles out there, that they're smaller and they're not seen near as enough as you would think. But truckers, we're out there. Most truckers I know, they all got 2 wheels at home. They go riding whenever they get there. And I come up with a little motto of mine is we drive to live, to make a living. We live to ride, and we ride as much as we can when we get home. And I think one of our little sayings ought to just be, where we had like a sticker on the side of the truck that says, if I didn't have to be driving, I'd be riding right now. So that's pretty cool.
But anyhow, I just talked to Tip here a little bit ago. I told her, I said, it's been raining up here for the last week. I ain't got nothing done. It's just been raining, and it was 50-some degrees last couple of days. It was up in the 50s, and I told her yesterday morning, I said, what was it? Yesterday. I told her, I said, if it's warm, if it's up to 50s like this tomorrow morning and I get up, I said, I'm going to take the Harley out for a cruise, buddy. I said, I'm yanking it out of the garage. We've been sick. Her and I's had the flu. Yes, I'll say the flu. I don't know the virus, but we've been sick. But we're both feeling better. It's lasted a couple of days, and we're okay now.
Yeah.
But, I told her, I says, I'm going out for a bike ride tomorrow. Got up this morning. Mm-hmm. It's raining again.
Yep.
It all sloppy and wet and raining. So then it quits raining. It quit raining, later on. Well, earlier this afternoon, it quit raining, and then temperature started dropping. I said, well, that's out of the question. Mm-hmm. So it's still sitting in the garage.
Yep.
But seeing where you was out riding yours, having a good time, I'm thinking, yeah, you suck.
I know. Year round, baby. Year round.
But anyhow.
Sleep driving me insane. And the night is dark as the coffee running through my veins. I got stuck in a traffic jam, 285. It was a major wreck, they said. Nobody made it out alive. Well, that was miles ago, but that image stays burned into my brain. And the night is as dark as the coffee running through my veins.